Hello, friends. Today we are going to read Francis Frog's Forever Friend by Barbara de Robertis. Illustrated by R.W. Alley. That's Francis Frog. Francis Frog had lots of friends at Alphabeti School, but her favorite friend did not go to her school. Her friend's name was Felicity Fox. Francis and Felicity were very different. Francis were bumpy, Felicity was furry. Francis were fancy, Felicity was plain. Francis was frisky, Felicity was quiet. So they're very different. We call them polar opposites. Francis was funny and often laughed. Felicity was serious and sometimes frowned. And Francis was frequently a little foolish. But Felicity was never ever foolish. Still, each was the other's favorite friend. You can still be friends even though you're different. Felicity had fun with Francis. Francis helped Felicity feel brave even when she was afraid. I think that's a good friend. Francis could always count on Felicity. If Francis had a problem, Felicity could often fix it. So friends help each other. Do you have a friend like this? Can you think of a friend like Francis and Felicity to you? One fine day, Francis and Felicity planned a picnic. Each packed her own favorite foods. Francis Frog had French fries, deep fried fritters, and fizzy pop. Felicity Fox had fresh fruit, fish tacos, and frozen yogurt. Also, they all eat different things. What a fantastic fried food feast, said Francis. What fine, flavorful, low fat food, said Felicity. In 5 minutes, Frances had finished all of her food. Oh, I think she might have eaten too quickly. A few minutes later, she felt awful. I am too full. My tummy is stuffed. In fact, said Frances, I feel sick. Oh, Frances, Felicity frowned. You stuffed yourself with fatty foods, and you ate too fast. That was very foolish. But Felicity felt sorry for Frances, so she helped her floppy friend shuffle home. One fall afternoon, Frances and Felicity played football. Frances kicked the football far down the field. Felicity made a fantastic catch. She ran up the field very fast. Frances flipped her feet. She flapped her arms and she fluttered her fingers. Poor Felicity was flustered and confused. She stumbled and fumbled the ball. Frances flopped on top of it. Do you think that was very nice? Felicity folded her arms. Sometimes you don't play fair, Frances. That was a foolish thing to do, and I wish you would apologize. Oh, Felicity, Frances laughed. I was just having fun. Felicity frowned. It wasn't fun for me. If it isn't fun for somebody else, that's not a joke. One sunny afternoon, Frances and Felicity went to the swimming pool. I'm not a good swimmer, Frances, said Felicity, so I will lie on my fish float. Carefully, Felicity stretched out on her float. Then she gave Frances a reminder. No more foolishness, she said. Promise? Fine, laughed Frances. Do you think Frances will keep her promise? Let's see. Frances flew off the diving board. She did a fancy flip, then she fell on the water with a foamy curl plop. She flapped her arms and flopped her feet. Water flooded over Felicity, and she was flipped right off her fish float. Felicity was frantic, and she was afraid. Help! Help! Cried Felicity. It's very dangerous when your friend cannot swim. Frances flew into action. She flipped Felicity back onto her fish float. Huffing and puffing, Frances pulled Felicity to safety. Felicity fussed and fumed as Frances lifted her out of the water. Felicity was furious. That was not funny, Frances, said Felicity. That was a very foolish thing to do. Francis felt awful because something very bad could have happened to Felicity. I'm so sorry, Felicity, said Francis. I did not mean to frighten you. You're my forever friend. For the first time, Francis looked really sorry. I forgive you, said Felicity. Sometimes you're a foolish frog, but you're a fast helper. Finally, instead of frowning, Felicity smiled. Francis, you are my forever friend too. From then on, Frances Frog was a much kinder and more careful friend. She still liked having fun, but she always made sure Felicity Fox was having fun too. And I think that's very important. You can have fun, but make sure everybody else is having fun too. All right. Bye, friends.